Hey, I'm Dave. I was looking into a tick 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 problem on a 3.6 Pentastar engine on a Jeep Wrangler. I ordered some parts from Amazon, came in, got like all 24 valve rockers and lifters, and all the seals and gaskets that it would take to do the job. And I installed it, and it did not want to start. I figured maybe I pulled on a coil too hard, maybe broke it. So I went ahead and replaced the coils. That didn't cure anything, that didn't fix anything. I thought, well, maybe the cam sensor went out, because I did have that apart too. I replaced that, that didn't do it. I took a few days and a few friends to try to figure out what had happened. Even read codes were wildly inappropriate. All from, too much fuel, not enough air, all kinds of weird things. What I found was there wasn't any compression in the bank that I had done. So that got me thinking, what was different? What did I do? The cam was the same. The lifters, maybe those were too long. They all seemed like they were the same. I measured them. I couldn't really measure the rocker arms though, so I thought, well, that's a little suspect. So I took it all back apart again and started measuring them. I know that when I put the cam in, I tightened down all 4 of these, and it seemed like it was pressing down a little bit, and I thought maybe that's a little odd. But I didn't really think about it at the time because I'd really never worked on this engine before. So here's an illustration. Pardon my illustrations. This is the first time I've ever used a PowerPoint to illustrate something. So anyway, take a look and we'll see what happens. Okay, we have a rocker arm with a bearing that's worn out. I'm going to pull part of this rocker arm apart so you can see better. Here's the bearing. You can see it's a little off-centered in my drawing. If it were centered, it would be actually in contact with this. So as the engine is running, the cam comes down and hits that and makes a tick noise. And then it goes around and ticks again, and then, it continues to tick. What I want to do is remove the cam, remove the rocker, and then replace the rocker arm with the one that I got from Amazon. This cam will get replaced. It's the same cam, but it's being replaced, replaced into the engine, placed again into the engine. And as it runs around, it never quite seals. So we have these little area here where it's red arrows, and the air is getting through there, and the fuel and everything is not happy. So we remove the cam again, remove the rocker, and put the OEM rocker in. I actually went to the dealership and got a rocker, and now it seems like the cam is in contact with it, and it didn't seem like it pressed down too much. It wasn't actually opening the valves without the cam in place. I will say this, when I was bolting down the 4 cam keepers, bearing whatevers, when I was pushing down, I just thought it was opening one of the valves. I didn't realize it was opening all of them. So now that I have an OEM one in there, it goes around and it opens and closes just fine with no air leakage at all. So there's that. Much better results. Here's the problem. The original lifter, the bearing went out. The cam actually rides on the top, and the lifter, it sits like that on the lifter, and then the cam pushes down on the valve. To try to figure out what was wrong with this situation, I built a little
a little jig. I gotta keep these separated. I took a flat piece of aluminum, I drilled a hole in it, threaded it. I don't think you have to thread it, you could just double nut it. I polished off the front of it so that it's nice and flat, both of these, and I did a smaller one. This way I can kind of put this down on a workbench and rudimentally, is that a word? I don't know, I use it. So lifter goes on there so it's nice and solid. That goes on the lifter. The bearing goes on the post, and there's rocking. So that is an original. That's an original. That's the one that came with it. This is the Amazon one, and I put it on there, and it doesn't rock. It actually contacts these 2 points, and the roller doesn't move. So this roller is higher than the original roller. Obviously the roller is lower, causing there to be a gap here. And if I used this one, that would be basically pushing the valve down, causing the valve to open prematurely.
So this was our bad rocker arm that was in our system going tick, tick, tick. We removed the cam, removed the rocker arms, and replaced it with a new one. This one's a little bit different in that as now the cam is in and it's not on the lobe, it's actually open here, allowing air in or not allowing compression. We removed the cam and removed the new rocker arm and replaced it with an OEM one. And now you can see the geometry is a little bit different, and the valve will actually now close.
Alright, so before changing out the new rocker arms, we had no compression, and I wasn't recording any of this because it was a routine deal. It has since become a unroutine deal now. So now we've got the original rocker arms back in with one new one from the factory or from OEM, original equipment manufacturer, as the one that was replacing the one that was ticking. So we're going to do a compression test. Clear. Alright, well, I think that cures the problem. Yeah, we have compression. I don't know if it's good compression, but it's compression. And we definitely did not have anything, it didn't even move the needle before. So we're going to go together the rest of the way with it and then do a test fire. See you in a minute. Okay, I'm here with my buddy Wayne. Say hi, Wayne.
Hi, Wayne.
I'm going to sneeze.
Thank you.
All right, we're ready to fire it up. We're gonna put the juice to it. Clear.
Clear.
Ooh. All right, so we successfully started it, and it's running. And those rocker arms were definitely the issue, causing no compression after replacing the rocker arms. All right, so that's, I guess, a success in that I was really planning on replacing all 24 rocker arms, but I ended up only replacing one. But I discovered some stuff, and that's good. Hopefully what I discovered will be something that you can use if you are working on a 3.6 Tic 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 Pentastar. If you have stuck around this long, I appreciate you. You're truly a hero. Or you have a problem with your Pentastar. If you want to see some other videos that I've done, either woodworking or whatever, you can head over here. If you want to see videos about, I don't know, other automotive stuff, you can go over here. Anyway, I'm Dave, and I appreciate that you guys have been here this whole time. And if you're still here, I don't understand it, but cool for you. Have a good one. Bye.